This is a demonstration of a Node.js e-commerce backend. We are using Express, MySQL, and sequelize in order to run this backend. We have already created the database, as you can see in the MySQL workbench. Let's take a look at our package.json file. Here you can see a number of scripts that we use to run our application. The first is start, which is going to start our server, and seed, which will seed our database. Start will also create the tables for our database. So let's go ahead and do that. And here you can see the creation of the tables. So let's go ahead and go back to MySQL. And we can see the tables have been created. We got category, product, product ID, and tag. Category, product, and tag are the three main tables that contain information about our e-commerce company. Product tag is a joiner table that will connect information about the products and the tags together. Let's go back. We're going to stop execution of the server for a moment so that we can run our seed file. And here, data is being seeded into our tables so that when we refresh, we can take a look at the categories, products, product tag table, and the tags. And each of these have been seeded with data to help us get started using our app. In order to work with our app, we are going to use Insomnia, which is a tool that we can use to make get, post, put, and delete requests to our database. Let's go back and make sure that our server is running. Let's go ahead and run this off of NodeMon. And now our server is running. Let's go ahead and work with categories first. In order to get all the categories, we're going to do a get request. And you see that it returns 5 categories. We can also get a specific category if we identify the ID number. Here it has returned the category of shorts, and it also returns any products associated with that category, in this case, cargo shorts. We can create a new category. We're going to create a category called movies. And we have created the movies category with an ID of 6. We can also update that category. Let's say we want to call it cinema instead of movies. We're going to do a put request on that specific ID. And we can see that that request has gone through. If we go ahead and check our category table again, we'll run it again, we can see that that 6th request has indeed been renamed to cinema. And finally, we can delete that category by doing a delete request on the ID of 6 under categories. That has returned positive. Yes, we have deleted that. And we can double check that by running our category query again and seeing that there is no longer an ID of 6 for the movie, for the cinema category. Let's return to Insomnia. And now let's look at our tag requests. Let's get all our tags. And we can see that we have tags such as rock music, pop music, and for each tag, it's going to return the products associated with that tag. So for example, under rock music, there's a branded baseball hat for some reason that's tagged with that. Pop music, for example, the tag has an associated product of top 40 music compilation vinyl record. Let's go ahead and get a specific tag. So we're going to get the second tag in our table. And we see again that pop music and the associated product with that tag. Let's go ahead and create a new tag. We're going to use a post method on our tags table. And we're going to create a tag called R&B music. And we can see that it's created an ID of 9. And we can double check that. Let's go ahead and go to our tags table. And we can see that tag R&B music. Let's go ahead and update that tag. We're going to update that from R&B music to hip hop music. We can go ahead and send that request. Again, this signifies that that one record has been updated. And if we go back to the tags table, we see that hip hop music has been replaced the R&B music tag. And finally, we can go ahead and delete that tag if we want. Again, that was ID 9. We can send that. We get the OK response that that has happened. And if we look at the tags table again, we can see that 9 has been removed. Finally, let's look at our products table. Let's go ahead and get all our products. This is going to return, for example, a plain t-shirt with the price, stock, the category for each associated product, and any tags that are associated with our product. So for example, t-shirt has white, gold, and pop culture as tags under the shirts category. Let's go ahead and get a product by ID. We're going to fetch the second product in our products table. And we see that we have running sneakers. It's under a category of shoes, and it has a tag of white. Let's go ahead and create a product. Now we're going to see that now we're going to pass in this product name of basketball jersey, a price of 100. It has a stock of 3, a category ID of 1, which is sport. And this time we're not going to pass in any tags to this. Let's go ahead and send that request. And we see that we've created a new product with an ID of 6. And let's go back and check our workbench under product. And we see that basketball jersey has been created with a price of 100, stock of 3, in that category of 1. But now we want to update that product. And this time we're going to update product 6. And we're going to give it tags 3, 4, and 5. So let's go ahead and send that. And we see that product 6 has been updated with tag ID 3, 4, and 5. And it's creating unique records off of the product tag table. So let's go ahead and check that out. And we see that product 6, the one that we created, has been updated with 3 new tags, 3, 4, and 5. And finally, let's go ahead and delete that product. We're going to go ahead and delete product 6. We see that that has been successful. And if we double check our product table, we will see that product 6 no longer exists.